Part 29. The Shattered Crown of Shadows. The Pride Lands had never felt so silent. After Amani's journey into the Throne of Echoes, whispers spread across the savannah like ripples in a disturbed river. The wind felt heavier, the colors dimmer, and the animals moved with cautious steps, sensing that the land itself was waiting. Watching, Amani stood on a ridge overlooking the plains, his chest still glowing faintly from the vision Saga had forced upon him. The Keeper of Echoes had spoken of something ancient, returning something older than kings, older than the circle, older than the first roar itself. His mind was restless. The primordial darkness was never meant to be sealed forever. It was meant to return, too. Those words echoed in him like thunder. Kara approached from behind, her steps gentle but firm. "You haven't spoken since we left the chamber." Amani closed his eyes. "Because I don't know how to explain what I saw." Ziri and Kovu stood close, tension etched in their faces. Even Kivali, usually calm, seemed uneasy, his ghostly form flickering as though the spiritual realm itself was trembling. "What did Sakai show you?" Kovu asked. Amani inhaled deeply. "Not a prophecy, a memory. From the beginning, the first lions weren't just rulers. They were created to guard something that the world feared, a force that shaped life but could destroy it just as easily." Ziri frowned. "The primordial darkness." Amani nodded. "It's not just awakening, it's reclaiming what it believes was stolen." Kivili stepped forward. "And it will not stop until it takes back the circle itself." Before Amani could answer, the ground beneath them trembled, soft at first, then growing into a low roar that rolled through the earth. Birds scattered into the sky. Herds thundered across the plains in panic. From the north, a black mist rose like a storm. Kara's breath caught. "It's spreading." Kivili's voice darkened. "The seals you repaired, they are cracking again. Something is forcing its way through." Amani did not hesitate. "We must return to Pride Rock. The Pride must be warned." When they reached Pride Rock, the lions were already gathered, fearful, tense, sensing the disturbance. The sky had taken on a strange hue, streaks of red and violet swirling like bruises forming across the heavens. Rafiki stood atop a ledge, eyes wide with an ancient fear Amani had never seen in him. "The crown," Rafiki whispered, trembling. "The crown of shadows, it has shattered." Kara stepped forward. "What crown?" Rafiki took a shaky breath and tapped his staff onto the stone. "Sland. Long before Mufasa, before the great kings, before the circle. The ancestors created a crown, a spiritual seal that held the primordial darkness dormant, not destroyed, merely contained." Amani felt his blood run cold. "If the crown is shattered," he said slowly, "then the darkness is no longer confined." Rafiki nodded solemnly. "Its pieces fall into the world even now, and wherever they land, shadow will rise." The lions murmured anxiously. Kovu growled, trying to steady the pride. "Then we must find these fragments and restore the crown." Rafiki hesitated. "Only one lion can rebuild it. Only one whose roar holds memory, spirit, and earth." All eyes turned toward Amani. He swallowed hard. "This is why I was shown the Throne of Echoes. Why Sakai called me there." Kara placed a paw on his shoulder. "Then we face it together." Amani looked at his pride, his family, and nodded. "We begin at dawn." Dawn brought no warmth. The sky was veiled in dark clouds that pulsed faintly, as though alive. A strange energy flowed across the plains, bending grass, disturbing dust, making the land hum with unease. Amani led the group eastward, following the spiritual pool, tugging at him from deep within the earth. Kivali guided them through ravines, across shimmering riverbanks, and into ancient territories lost to time. As they traveled, they began to see the effects of the shattered crown, water turning still and black for moments, trees whispering without wind, small animals freezing in place, eyes glazed with fear, shadows stretching in the wrong direction. Zuri shuddered. "It's like the world itself is being rewritten." Amani felt it too. The very rhythm of life seemed unbalanced. Finally, they reached a vast canyon carved with purple light. In its center hovered the first fragment of the crown, an obsidian shard glowing with cold fire. Amani stepped forward, but as he did, the canyon darkened. A roar split the air, deep, ancient, full of rage. From the shadows rose a creature shaped like a lion, but made entirely of shifting darkness. Its eyes were hollow white flames. Its mane rippled like smoke. Rafiki gasped, "A Shade King! A guardian of the Primordial Darkness!" The Shade King roared again, its sound not like a voice, but like bones cracking inside the earth. Amani stood firm. "I must take the fragment." Kara and Kovu shielded him, claws out, ready to fight. The Shade King lunged, and the ground broke apart beneath their paws. Amani felt the pull of the crown fragment, calling to him both a beacon and a warning. He focused, letting the first roar rise in him, memory voices, guiding him spirit courage, lifting him earth strength, grounding him golden light burst from his chest, forming a barrier between him and the Shade King. The creature screamed, recoiling, but not retreating. Amani pushed forward, step by step, his light fighting the darkness swirling around him. The fragment vibrated violently, resisting him, testing him,